Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. This is editing me. I just wanted to say real quick that I wasn't supposed to edit this video. My wrist has been killing me. This RSI has been the worst that it's been in a long time. But I still wanted to make something, so it's gonna be very little edited. But hey, still a story video. I feel like the edits in these don't really matter anyway. Okay. Hope you enjoy. Let's get to the real intro. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Fontaine event. It's been a while since we've last been here, and I'm really excited because hopefully Navia's involved, but maybe she's not. I don't really know. Iskofie is here though, and let me get out of this. I wanted to read this out loud real quick, Whirling Wilds, because look at this! It's Jiggly Child, but then Wriothesley! It's Jiggly Wriothesley event! Navia is involved, it looks like. She's also in the background here. On a stroll through the Cour Fontaine, when you and Paimon head over to a newsstand, you purchase a copy of the Steambird. You unexpectedly overhear a familiar voice of old friends. Before you know it, you've been invited to a very special convention. I've walked past this a couple times, and every time it tells me like, oh dude, do the things with the things, get careful or something. I don't know, it just tells me there's a lot of stuff going on. And I try to avoid it, but because, well, I want to, you know, do it together right now. So let's jog over there. Yeah, Fontaine, it's been a while. I'm really happy to be back here. I am excited because it's the first time of these Natlanese boys out of Natlan, right? Which is cool. For the lore, it makes sense that they never left. Here, Byram is a gem merchant said he would use the rocks to make some kind of new accessories. I don't think that's it. I think there's something else. How far along is he with that though? The gem merchant? What are you yapping about? This one though, on the other hand.
There's a newsstand over there. Want to grab a copy of the Steambird?
This exact thing has been used in 15 different quests.
We know our Fontaine
it's like
friends
I'm in
love
some
a
side.
little drama. There's no way they let their readers down.
They love a little drama. Yep.
Isn't that Charlotte?
Yep.
And standing next to her.
Yep.
Surely that can't be Kinich?
I like this. I like this already.
How about lost treasure resurfaces at last?
Yes.
Behold the beauty of the Remurian teacup.
Mm-hmm. Remurian, right. Oh, hold up. This one's a little gem. Illegal restaurant caught serving Saurian stew. Ew, proves surprisingly popular. No.
Pretty shocking.
You don't seem shocked.
But it still feels like it's missing something.
You don't seem shocked at all.
Ah, got it. Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing.
What?
Set to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
They're just making stuff up. My, oh my, that can't be for real. It's not. It's clearly fake. Fine, I hate to admit it, but you've won this one.
Huh? What?
Yep, shocking.
Did Paimon hear that right? Nevelet was stabbed and gravely wounded?
No, you didn't fall for that. I thought you were surprised that Charlotte was giving up her like winning.
No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
Surely not. I thought I heard familiar voices. Well, if it isn't Rednas and Paimon. Hello, Charlotte. What a coincidence. Mr. Kinich and I were talking about you two just a few minutes ago. Unfortunately for me, he's a very loyal friend. I pressed him for some juicy details, but he remained tight-lipped about you. So, anything you want to share with me about the great Rednas' triumphant exploits in Natlan? It was a team effort. Social media, or what is it called? Media trained answer over here. Modest as ever. Anyway, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Sorry. Let me backtrack a little. Hi, you two. It's been ages. What brings you back to Fontaine?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
It's cool to see you outside of Natlan.
Yeah, that, and also a less than pleasant shock.
Nah, but
What
this
the heck
girl,
was all
you
that
can't
about
fall
a story
for
of
this.
meat restaurant and the Udex getting stabbed? Please say you weren't being serious.
They were doing a competition for the worst headline. Oh, that? We're just trading tabloid headlines. Is that what you're talking about?
Trading tabloid headlines?
Yes.
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories.
I know.
Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on the most outrageous material.
I'm sorry you had to see such an unflattering side to Fontaine, Mr. Kinich. Every other side very flattering, I promise. These third-rate tabloids write their headlines purely to shock and scandalize. All they care about is grabbing your attention to boost their sales. The ones who've still got a shred of integrity will at least clarify the truth in the main body of the article, although the misleading headline is still an underhanded trick to draw readers in. But others, like the ones we were just reading aloud, have no qualms about making outright fabrications.
If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is the truth.
1? That's pretty lenient of you, Mr. Kinich. No, it has to be more than that.
Lenient? Oh, you gotta be kidding!
You gotta be kidding.
Don't get me wrong.
You've gotta be a child.
I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called
Jiggly
news
child.
stories for occasionally
Jiggly
including a
Wriothesley.
grain of truth. All I'm saying is, even the wildest leaps of the human imagination
Those are how scared
are
of the police,
always
by the way.
rooted in reality.
Real question, why was a house scared of police? Wait, don't get scared. There's a fly on my desk. I got it. Sorry. Fly season's back.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some basis in fact?
Yes.
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact a smuggling trial recently.
And he got stabbed for real too.
Considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teacups being unearthed from ancient ruins.
Right.
But in reality, the
Teacups.
goods in question were simply a few ancient
Teapots.
relics dug up from ruins in that land.
Okay.
Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
No saurian stew? Paimon wanted a taste. And, if you're wondering why the Udex didn't preside over the trial, it's because this case was assigned to another judge right from the offset. Another judge? Not as if the Palais Marmonia could only has one judge. We can't expect Monsieur Navia to handle every single case himself. On a more interesting note, the trial in question went remarkably smoothly, and it was all thanks to Mr. Kenich's testimony as key witness.
Oh, okay. Paimon was so busy freaking out about those headlines that she totally forgot to ask why you're here in Fontaine, Kinich.
Paimon been doing a lot of freaking out lately. It's all a misunderstanding. The world's not going to end. Great. Maybe not, but it'd be an even better world for me if Mr. Kinich here would agree to another exclusive interview with the Steambird.
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough.
Yeah, Charlotte.
But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that
Mademoiselle
you're less
Charlotte.
interested in the case than you are in trying to uncover some news stories about Natlan.
Drat, you saw right through me. Guess I'll put down the keen instincts. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Guess I'll put it down to the keen instincts of a renowned saurian hunter. Any response to that, or?
I appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said, storytelling isn't really my forte.
Kinich the speechless! Kinich the tongue-tied!
You should interview Aha. Charlotte.
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the Traveler instead?
Me again? Ah, of course. That's a brilliant idea. Darn it. Kinich, why would you do this to me? But also, that means I'll need a bit more time to prep. Let me put together a thorough list of interview questions. So, I'm not allowed to refuse then. Well, I know I can be persistent, but at the end of the day, it's your call. Anyway, I should probably get going and get a bit to work, as we say in Fontaine. That's a classic French wording. I also need to go track down a gestionnaire and report these increasingly outrageous tabloids. Farewell, my friends, until we meet again. As if the law cares, bro.
Charlotte never stops, does she?
Nope. Always on the grind.
Anyway, Paimon just has to ask.
What you doing here, boy?
That owl thing
A howl
that
thing?
popped out before. Or was it a howl? It kind of looked like a howl, but
What?
at the same time...
Oh, that thing.
What?
Yeah, that was a howl.
I'm just confused. What are they on about? What do I mean?
Huh?
What?
What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before.
Oh, in that
Like he's
sense.
trying to hide or something.
Maybe he's scared of the authority. I'm telling you, he's like smuggling something. He was the one that got testimonied against. I don't know how you say it. Maybe he's not acclimatizing well to Fontaine.
Could be.
But what is it actually?
Not acclimatizing?
Yeah, that's how you pronounce that.
Aw, poor almighty Dragon Lord is not feeling well.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What do you mean?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually
Hey,
has to do with a
see?
strange
He's
law
scared
we
of the
learned about
popo.
after arriving in Fontaine. Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within
Oh,
Fontaine city limits
true.
during the first 3 days of each month.
That's true. That was so silly when we got here at the start. Dude, what a callback. I get it now. And I'm sure Paimon gets it even better.
Paimon sure does.
Thumbs
Paimon's
up.
been down this road before. There's an easy formulation.
Yeah,
As long as Kinich holds onto
little
a
thread.
half tail, he'll be considered an almighty Dragon Lord balloon, not a flying almighty Dragon Lord.
Yeah, well, that would hurt his ego too much.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a How wasn't too thrilled with the idea of huffing and puffing away in the form of a mini helium balloon.
Yep.
That said, it's pretty annoying how he keeps randomly popping up all of a sudden.
He always does that, though.
Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. Something to do with filmmaking.
It is this again.
I hear that's all the rage here.
Yeah.
I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway, so I think I'll go check it out. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. He might even learn a thing or two.
Yeah.
If you're free,
he'll become...
why don't you come along?
He'll become a movie... Maybe he'll... How do you say this? Like a scenarist, you know? He'd love that. Because then you can control everyone. Isn't that what he wants half the time? Sure, seeing a Hall angry always makes my day. No. I'm not that mean. That's what a weird answer. No, man. I just like fun.
I know where it is, so let me lead the way.
You do that, buddy. Give me a title card. A 3, a 2, a 1. Jiggly, Wriothesley. Bum. Oh, an overnight fantasy land. I think they mean Jiggly Wriothesley, but it's okay. I forgive them.
Investing too much emotion puts you at risk of doing something irrational.
That is so true, and you know what? I do this stuff way too often. I let it completely influence me, and then I just do something so ridiculous that I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I bother?
Looks
Sure,
like I
she's
remembered
very
correctly. Here we are.
Did they add anything special for it? There's like Sumeru merch on the docks.
Wow, this is awesome! Hard to believe it was just an empty beach before.
This whole thing was added? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
It was still completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by on my way to testify at the Opera House.
What? Surely you make it stay.
There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
Oui, quite impressive. I know we do a lot of work over here in Fontaine. We don't twist our thumbs.
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, ta-da!
Freak.
But is this all it takes to blow people
She's
away?
she's the evil one, by the way.
No, given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away.
There's something oddly familiar about the way you talk. Who are you again?
Well, I can't believe you actually remember me.
Lepine-Pauline.
It's me, Lepine-Pauline. That's right,
Oh.
the unlucky one.
That's kind of cute. That was kind of a cute transition. I kind of like her. Good to see you again. The prototype lens has come in handy, by the way. That's her. Oh my god, what a reference. Been keeping yourself busy with some proper work lately. Oh, yeah, her
course.
investment all the
How else
time.
would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a single night?
Yeah, you're right. She is excited.
Fantasyland?
Fantasyland.
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. A magical land of fantasy.
Oh,
the stuff of
Fantasyland.
film buffs' dreams.
Land of fantasy. I would have never guessed.
I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick.
You are.
But that really
Like
is the goal
blubber
here.
beast level of thick.
As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontainian filmmaking. A
Always.
place for all film lovers
it
to
is
come together and co-construct a world of dreams.
This is shocking. There's nothing. There's a lot of surface, but there's not. There's one stand and then merch.
Co-construct? Well,
Cook.
that's a relief.
She's gone.
Sounds like you're sharing the cost this time rather than pouring your entire life savings into a single project.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
I might be inviting others
Talk
to help
to the
fund this,
hand.
but that doesn't mean I haven't thrown all of my life savings into it too.
Oh my god, here she goes again.
Huh? You've got to be kidding.
You've got to be kidding. Hey, crab.
Look at you, puny little humans. Recklessly betting your entire future
Jailed.
against some stupid vanity project.
Jailed.
If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon
You made
Lord,
the crab run.
dream on. Mockery is all you shall get, straight from the heart.
She's gonna. Oh, you're getting studied. You're her new project. You're going to be mini versions of you are gonna be sold, and she's gonna make bank. Gonna invest all of it.
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally.
Dunk.
Do go on.
Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid.
Shut up, Gizmoid.
Wow, that's quite a nifty mecha you've got yourself there.
Yep.
Is it some sort of smart personal assistant?
Yes, it's like you know this guy from Sumeru. His name is Kavi. He's got a little box. Well, he's equivalent. He's just not box shaped.
You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who knows? Maybe
There
you
it
can even
is.
look into mass production.
There it is.
Mass production? Ugh, insolent, vulgar, and disrespectful! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind!
Why
There
is she
has
so
never
sus?
been another like me, nor will there ever be!
She's so sneaky.
And another thing, smart is the understatement of the century!
Crab.
I shall have you know
Keeps going
that
back.
I am Kahoolahow, forebear of ancient wisdom! I lived for eons long before any of you were born!
So?
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon, forebear of ancient wisdom. Please, I meant no offense.
We love roleplay. She's a good actress.
Idiot meets idiot.
Hey, quit being me, you're right.
What's all the
Yes!
fuss? Making some new
Yes.
friends, are we?
Yes. Yes. No. Only one friend. Only need one friend. This girl right here.
Miss Navia!
My favorite.
Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this
Oh.
thing. Miss Navia!
Really?
President of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Bro, the hair flip and the miss wave, I can't. How cool is it? I'm so happy that she's like big time involved always. God, I love this character.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon. How have you been lately?
My trusty partner, very well, thanks. Even better now that you're here. It's true.
Hello there. I'm Kinich.
What about me? What about me? My useless servant can't even give me a proper introduction.
You think someone yelling their name
my
out in the
God.
middle of a public street really needs an introduction?
Is there gonna be an interaction between Aha and Kuku?
He's not wrong. I caught yours just now, in fact.
Navia too OP with this situation too. I know it.
So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord,
Yeah.
Mr. Ahau.
She's too good.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
She's already got him in her pockets. No, this is smart. Surely. Give a hand. No, you actually let her hang. That's so fucked up.
See that?
Oh, no.
That's what I call proper manners.
Never mind. He does appreciate it. I thought so.
Well.
What do you have
it's
the
not
little
every day
awkward
you meet a
blue
well-mannered
lines?
human. Navia, was it? Excellent. You may address the almighty Dragon Lord by his name. Navia, don't you think the title Almighty Dragon Lord is a bit silly?
No. We put respect on people here.
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they?
No.
I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive.
I was totally being treated like a little cuddly pet.
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss
Yes.
Navia and the Spina di Rosula that Fantasyland's gotten up and running in the space of a single night.
Yep.
Honestly,
Navia Queen.
Thank heavens! After all that paperwork and endless waiting, the event and venue finally got the green light. I couldn't wait a moment longer.
I like this NPC though.
The second the approval came through, I reached out to President Navia, hoping she could lend a hand.
Mm-hmm.
After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such impulsive demands?
Oh, there's a cooking place too. No! No. This is so funny though.
Sorry, traveler.
It's okay.
Miss Lepine-Pauline sometimes gets a bit overwhelmed by her own excitement. As you can see,
I gotta think it's cute.
I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet. So let me fill you in.
Okay.
In short, the Cheval Moran Film
Cheval Moran.
Fantasyland is a fan
Seahorse.
convention that's open to film enthusiasts from all over Teyvat. Miss Lepine-Pauline is hosting this event and also providing technical support.
Sure.
Huh? Cheval Moran?
Cheval Marin. Cheval Moran?
That's right. The one and only Surintendant Cheval Morand.
Cheval Moran? Wait. Where did you get that from? Surintendant Cheval Marin. Yeah.
After much persistence and
This
many
is so
solicitations,
funny.
I finally obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image
Hey!
of her close friend.
Hey, by the way, I know I say it more and more. I love what they're doing with the animation. It's so good. This guy just, I don't know what he's doing over there, rubbing his hands together like a fly that's about to snack on something, but also her movement and like, you know, the pose and everything, the how do you say it? Like the wrist here, it looks really good. But I think right there, escoffier.
Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but
Magicians.
she's also boosting her own popularity. And that was always the goal. A
Look
win-win
at her.
arrangement.
It's been a while since we last met, but still, it's a surprise to hear Lepine-Pauline coming out with such
Lepine-Pauline.
sensible ideas.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
I think we're
Miss
bashing her too much.
Lepine-Pauline, have you decided to switch careers and go into film tech?
No.
Not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a photographer's eye, and it's now being used for the latest cinematic productions.
Sick.
Thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent various film-related equipment and props.
You know, the thing is, I respect the grind. I respect investing all your capital the entire time and trying to figure something new out. I think it's probably the most fun.
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lepine-Pauline,
Wouldn't
our
dare.
resident engineer. She's the technical powerhouse at the core of this entire event. As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning, operations, and management.
And management.
For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lepine-Pauline and I will provide the necessary technical and operational support once their application has been approved.
Okay.
By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part?
As if I have a choice now. Don't even.
It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with
don't
your
care about
skills,
income.
I'm sure you could bring something special to the table.
Paimon already wide-eyed. Income. Do you hear that? Traveler, you hear that? Extra income? I'll think about it.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to, say, throw in one of those fancy feasts she's seen in those gourmet food reels.
Reels. Ugh.
Well,
Modernized-
as it happens,
modernized
that'll
Instagram
be a
language.
piece of cake.
Piece of cake. I love cake.
Everyone needs to eat, whether they be tourists or the stall owners themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss Escoffier, to
Yo.
run our theme restaurant.
No way.
Look over there.
Cooking. Cooking. Bum, bum, bum. She's sick.
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
Whoa! Escoffier, a famous chef and pioneer of Fontaine's precision gastronomy, a culinary movement that takes the rigorous precision and quantitative methods that are routine in scientific experimentation and applies them to cooking. In the eyes of her students, she is both a genius who strives for perfection and a stickler whose exacting standards fill them with dread. To create dishes that transcend the sublime, she's constantly pushing the boundaries of flavor. I've actually watched a lot of cooking stuff in France as well, things like Top Chef and whatever, and it's always cuisine gastronomique is what they're saying here. It is so over the top in my opinion, but it's kind of funny.
She seems a bit busy right now.
It seems a common common trend in Fontaine that people are a bit over the top. I like
Well,
it
I'm
though.
sold. I think I'll make a How go be her assistant.
Yes,
You little... What's your game here?
go.
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you.
Oh
but
my
there's an
God.
issue over here that requires your
Malouse.
personal attention.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think it's time for us to move on from Silver and Malouse. This is a new Malouse or a new Silver. I don't know. I'll have to base on personality. I love her side eye.
Ah, apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me.
Yep.
Please feel free to take a gander at what we've got.
Oh man, I love Navia.
Anyway, if you're
Guys?
interested in taking part, come find me later.
I have a feeling that Navia will get a skin eventually. I don't know why, I feel like the devs kind of like her, and the community kind of likes her, and I like her a lot. I think there's high odds of her getting a skin. Sure. Bling. I mean, it's me. Talk to Navia. But first, Lepine-Pauline.
Greetings.
Hello.
Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary.
She looks so mad.
The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment?
Oh my god, I can't put my finger on what the attempt of an accent is. Sometimes it sounds American, then it sounds like UK.
The ones that leave their guns behind by accident and then come back to collect them later bringing ammunition with them.
I have no idea what this accent is.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Oh.
Haha, hoo.
Wait, has that happened before?
Yes, chevreuse.
No, it's just the mention of guns reminded
Huh?
me. Someone did actually
Ifa.
leave their gun nearby.
Chevreuse, Ifa. Ifa, chevreuse.
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, someone stumbled upon a mysterious locked box.
Suspicious man.
It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had more of a Natlanese vibe.
Then Ifa.
Oh?
Oh?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind?
Yes.
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks,
It's a murder
rocks,
weapon.
and whatnot, so it seemed like someone deliberately hid it there. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was to hand it over to the authorities.
Oh my. Then we'll get to see Nur then.
I trekked all the way over to the Palais
very end, I
Mermonia
bet, 'cause he's
just to
busy,
hand it
right?
in. Ugh, it was exhausting.
And now you're on the list because you had a gun.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a molehill, as usual.
As they do.
Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had several heated discussions about whose responsibility it was to write the lost and found notice.
That is very French.
Thankfully, the
It's
ever
very
reliable
French.
Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the
The
lock and check if
Marechaussee.
there were any dangerous items inside.
In Poisson.
And, as it turned out, there was a gun.
Hey, don't do that finger pointing right there.
Wow, that's a dangerous item.
That's
all
illegal
right.
too.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
Animal gun, you know, low orange, low green. It was just Ifa's.
Oh yeah, Mr. Kinich, you're from Natlan, aren't you?
Yes.
Do you know a lot about guns?
Yeah, I got my AK-47 in the back. I got my Glock in my back pocket. Let me go get my FAMAS, because we're in France, obviously.
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest in weaponry and the like.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you anymore?
What are the toys I have?
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
What?
You little... Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts! Why
Time for a timeout, old timer.
Old timer.
Sorry?
Old timer is a
Where
brand
were we?
of
Oh, yeah.
Dutch candy.
Do you recall what the
No
gun
problem.
looked like?
Blue,
It's a bit hard to describe.
Green, orange.
If you ask me, it didn't even really look like a gun. Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch.
Oh, please be awfully looking. This would be so funny. Knock it out. It's night. Suddenly it's night. The next day.
Something like this.
Do a plump with a paper scrunch sound effect. Thank you. Yeah, that's Ifa's alright.
Oh, it's so neat and precise.
Sketched by a professional engineer, after all. Oh yeah, true. She can draw, obviously.
It's nothing.
Yes, it looks like a source mechanism kind of thing as well.
Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing?
Yes.
I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but I assure you,
How do you know it was a
this
gun,
is
then?
exactly what it looked like. And it certainly could shoot as well, too.
Oh,
I confirmed
Okay.
that with the officer from the Marechaussee Phantom.
that explains.
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate, and it is definitely from Natlan.
Yeah,
Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
yeah. Think about it. Thanks a lot, Lepine-Pauline. Can't wait for the event to get started. I'm just like, let me out, please.
I should be the one thanking you. Thank you. And everyone else for your support.
Don't mention it. Besides, we haven't really done anything.
Well, we're participating.
Not at all. The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs.
Exactly. I love the cook fits, by the way.
Oh dear. I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil away. Guess it's about time I got back
You
to
know what
work
I just
too.
realized? I talked to them. It told me to go talk to Navia. I talked to them. Was this all
but-
extra?
Just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
Yep. Oh, I thought you were going to give me something. Hey, take care, Chief. It seems like Kinich has something to say. Let's go find a quiet spot. What? After saying goodbye to the team, you and Kinich go somewhere.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun.
It was oddly suspicious. It looked ancient, like a source mechanism.
Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a
I love
hand cannon.
hand cannon as a term.
But in Fontaine terms, It's not wrong to call it a gun.
Back in my day, when I used to play RuneScape, there was a weapon actually in the game called the Dwarven Hand Cannon. And it was the sickest thing ever. It was so sick.
Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this? Out of the blue?
That is sus.
I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case.
Yeah.
It might have slipped through the cracks. Time is of the essence. So I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions.
Really? But I haven't even talked to Navia yet. I think I'll join you.
Perfect. Then we can head out right away.
No!
Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first,
I do.
I can wait.
Please wait. That was just a lot of extras? That's nuts. It's good.
Fresh vegetables from the new batch are exceptional quality. I just wish I could say the same about the new staff.
Hey, quit flaming them. That was it? You just tell me one sentence? You just talk mad dookie about them? That's it? More?
We've gone over budget in quite a few
There's that
areas.
crab still.
But, whatever. The results are what counts.
Sure. Okay, listen up. This crab, already iconic, has been in 9 cutscenes. You didn't know you could catch them. Ocean crab. You got him. He's a legend. Lepine-Pauline. Yo, big Nav. What's good over here with the Melu's replacement over here, the silver replacement over here. Hey, Silva. Hey, I don't like this guy. He didn't even say hi to me.
Traveler, it's you!
Nav.
Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew?
Cheval Moran. I believe in you being able to do better. Oh,
No
you
problem.
are
We'll
cheesing
be
me.
ready when you are.
You, in fact, are the event, aren't you, Navia, you little cheese ball? What? I'm so confused. You probably buy Confidentiality for a stroll around. What am I doing? What am I doing? Get out of here. Get off my screen. Go to quest. I'm so confused. Why is there 2 arcs to this? Okay, I guess I am ready then. I'm shaking my wrist to the vibe, to the
ready
rhythm.
To join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasy?
To try and shake the RSI out. Let's do this then.
It's time, dear partner and Paimon, for us to turn our attention to the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland.
Cheval Moran
As
Film
I mentioned,
Festival.
the park was started up by enthusiasts who brought in the Spina di Rosula to handle the planning, construction, and operations.
It cost them a huge sum or more, a hefty sum. Why do the crabs keep popping up on this thing?
Of course, enthusiasts aren't typically all-around experts. They usually stick to designing the event booths.
Mm-hmm.
We, for our part, handle long-term operations and develop standardized strategy guides for the different activities.
I need the Spina for the channel.
Long-term operations? Strategy? It all sounds so complicated.
I agree.
We spend most of our time adventuring, and we barely have any experience running a stall.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we can handle this?
Not every big boss went to business school, you know. We've done plenty of big businesses ourselves as well.
That's more like it. You've seen it all before, haven't you, partner?
Yeah.
I'd even go as
I
far
had
as
a
to say
potion
you've
stall.
shaped some of Tevat's biggest business ventures.
Okay, let's not push it then.
Anyway,
Let's not
first things
over-exaggerate
first.
now.
Let's get an overview of how the whole festival's gonna be run.
Oh, is it one of these? It's one of these. This is kind of cool. I like these. I saw the little theater type of thing as well. And I saw the last summer event type of vibe area. What the fudge?
As you can see, our fantasy land's a bit like a sugar-free macaron right now. Several areas are still under construction.
What? How is a sugar-free macaron comparable to something that's still under construction? If you really want sugar that bad, you pour sugar over it and you're done.
The Spina's only been able to hire a limited number of craftsmen. Besides,
What?
we don't have enough experience to handle multiple projects simultaneously.
Right.
That's why I chose to adopt a time slot-based planning method.
Oh,
so we can
God.
focus on specific tasks during each designated period.
Perfect. I start one day before
Upgrading
it ends.
facilities, expanding the venue, hiring staff. All of this requires funds and time slots to accomplish.
Love the aesthetic of this thing though.
So it's our job to allocate precious time slots in each business cycle
Resources,
to the most worthwhile
time,
tasks.
you know, all of that. Yeah, I
As we
understand.
attract more guests and earn money to add to our funds,
So
we'll
we're
also be able
playing-
to work more efficiently,
We're playing movie set tycoon.
which will allow us to divide each cycle into finer time slots, which will let us get more done.
Yeah.
So we'll be limited in the
my wrist
decisions
is
we can
hurting.
make and tasks we can focus on within each time period.
Yeah.
Which means we have to use our limited actions and Mora to earn even more Mora.
More Mora.
Kinda like playing chess
Capitalism!
or cards then. Cooking up a
Sorry.
strategy in advance is gonna be key.
Yes, I understand. Thanks for the 15 quadrillion metaphors.
I think she just about gets it. How do you feel about it, Traveler?
Aha, sounds right up my alley. Well, guess we'll learn on the job. No, it's right up my alley.
Come on, we can do this. You mentioned standardized strategy guides just now. Does that mean there are non-standard ways to take part too?
Yes,
Of course. Film and entertainment mean different things to different people.
it's true.
And there's gonna be a wide range of exciting activities for people to try out.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not careful, some visitors might wander off and end up getting in trouble.
Right.
And others might pick up dangerous props by mistake.
That'd be silly.
To avoid confusion, we need to create a standardized strategy guide for each activity.
Big
Just
terms.
think of it like a walkthrough.
A walkthrough. I see. You want me to be your test player. The benchmark.
Wow, if we're the first ones to test out the activities, who knows what surprises there could be waiting for us.
Mm-hmm.
But if we hit a tough spot, we'll just have to rely on
Just
our
like
skills to carry
rotating
us through.
on her axis is so weird.
Hopefully it goes without saying that I'd never put you in danger, partner.
I don't know,
I
Nav.
carefully checked all the existing activities before you arrived, and I can assure you that they're all perfectly safe.
Sounds kind of
I
sus.
also wanted you to experience the activities before anyone else gets to. It'll be fun.
Sure.
Plus, we'd
you
like
say
to
so.
hear your thoughts and suggestions.
Dude, she's way more prevalent than I thought. Than I could have
those
even
are
hoped.
Two things Navia is best at: making people feel safe and having fun.
True.
Great. Well,
And
can't
looking
wait to
pretty.
hear what you think. Your input is super important to us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. Let's start with eclectic escapades and put our first guide together.
Oh my god, you're kidding me. So you're making like tutorials for the minigame event players. Cycle 1. Formulate a strategy. Is it one of these events that you can't process the story? You can't do the story unless you have these things in between. I need to double check that. I'm just gonna trust, like...
All right, then. Time to try out eclectic escapades.
Yeah. Time to try that out. Unlock facility. I probably should. We unlocked Octopus, whatever his name is. Did we just build this? I was sure. Yeah, that was intentional. I read that. Formulate standard strategy. Well, I kind of wanted to read this, you know, but okay. It's forcing me to click, so I will click. It is what it is. Collect the required number of adventure coins, reach destination to complete the challenge. Okay, some traps will decrease. How have we not seen Wriothesley yet? I must be doing something wrong. Okie dokie. Wow, Navia, I'm trying it. It's so much fun swimming. The little music is cute at least. Which one shall I pick? The dookie balls or the coins? I'm quite hesitant. I decided to go with the coins. Ooh, careful there. Will you hit your face on the wall? Or instead, just make it safely through? Yeah, I decided to make it safely through. Crazy. Or through safely is the normal wording. Whoa! Underwater fireworks! Now that's impressive. Careful there. Align the dookie balls. And we have reached the required amount of adventure coins. Please put your seatbelt on and get ready to go to the next destination, which is home. Another 4 minutes of this. I already have the coins though. Make sure you do not hit the wooden barrier, and congratulations to making it out of the water. You will now dry up. Standard strategy formulated. Ticket price 160. Max service value 40. Okay, I like these little management events, I will say. I'm a big fan of them. Hello.
Both of you seem even more excited than before.
Yeah, that was extremely
Looks
exciting.
like your first trial run didn't disappoint.
The challenge format is super easy to get into, and it ties perfectly in the film theme. I don't know about that.
Paimon hasn't actually watched that many films, but after trying it out, she might just be
How long do we watch
We
Shrek
should
1, 2,
check out
3,
the film
and
that it's
4,
based
and 5
on.
when it comes out? Other than that, I haven't really seen much. Maybe Ratatouille one time.
Great job, Paimon. That's exactly what our enthusiast friends were hoping you'd say.
Yeah, well, she's a paid actor, so...
They'd be beyond delighted to hear that visitors are curious about the films that inspired these attractions. Some have even been willing to contribute extra funds out of their own pockets.
No.
Where budgets have allowed, of course.
That is crazy.
Out of their own pockets.
Out of their own pockets. You would never Paimon.
Right.
Selfish
While
ass.
the Spina di Rosula covers the cost of basic booth materials and rental fees, many fans have personally funded promotional materials and related merchandise.
Yeah.
The cost of the booth itself isn't their main expense. Some of them have already started designing spin-off products inspired by film characters.
Yeah.
Take our official mascot, Sir Intendant Chevalmoran, for instance.
Chevalmoran.
She won second
Guys.
place in the last most popular character poll for the comic film category.
Who won?
And was even dubbed the pinnacle of round, bouncy cuteness.
It doesn't work when you get second.
Many people have expressed interest in designing cushions based on her image, using the highest quality
Okay.
fabrics and hiring the most skilled artisans to mass produce them.
Right.
These cushions
Shiori.
will officially go on sale at the next convention alongside lots of similar products.
I'm so pissed, man. It'd be so nice to go to conventions and get merch and all that. They just don't exist where I live. Not even mention, I kind of want one too.
Sounds irresistible, right?
Yes, shouldn't free to get a cut?
As
No.
Sir Intendant Chevalmoran's guardian and official image rights agent, Farina
Nah.
will receive 60% of the sales revenue.
That's crazy. She won't have to buy macaroni only anymore.
After all, the fans are doing this voluntarily, not for profit, but to promote Sir Intendant Chevalmoran's adorable image.
Right.
The more Mora ends up in Farina's purse, the better Sir
The more
Intendant Chevalmoran's meals will be. And who wouldn't be happy to hear that?
You think more Mora is intentionally this because it's like, I think it's just criticizing capitalism.
Oh, Paimon likes the sound of
I need
that.
to stop.
Everyone working hard for something they all
But
love
maybe-
without worrying about profit.
Maybe.
Still, we can't just ignore Mora completely. Whether it's fan creations or official commercial projects, some level of financial balance is still necessary. The same logic applies to the Chevalmoran film Fantasyland taken as a whole.
Yes.
Once we finish the standardized strategy guides, our attractions can officially be open to the public. But we can't take personal charge of the ticketing process.
Sure.
There's plenty of work to do at the various booths, and the park itself is a work in progress.
It is,
We'll
I can
need to
tell.
assign dedicated employees to maintain and manage each attraction.
Okay.
There's a
I'm good
recruitment
at
section
that.
on the park's bulletin board. We've received many applications, and each candidate has their strengths. Our job is to match the best candidates to each attraction based on their overall performance.
I like how Iskafia is also super high res in the background.
Once assigned, the staff will keep the attractions running, ensuring a continuous revenue stream.
Wow, continuous
Wait, so
revenue.
we've suddenly gone from being playtesters to heads of human resources?
No, we're a threat to them.
That's definitely a first for us.
We are not keeping them safe. I have very high standards when it comes to reviewing resumes. I'll make an awesome boss.
Just don't hold everyone up to your own standards, okay? You can't
True.
expect everyone else to be as capable as you.
True.
All right, time to review some resumes. Fingers crossed we'll get some exceptional candidates.
Give me some fun. Give me some fun. Anyone fun around here? Go hire employees. Nav, you're on it there, mate.
When reviewing resumes,
Yes?
pay attention to each applicant's area of expertise.
I'm sure this will be quite easy. You're making it sound mad complicated, but I'm just gonna press this and see. Hélène is level 6 out of 7. She doesn't have much more room to grow, but she's already like very, very good, I will say. So I'm gonna recruit her without looking at anyone else. Hélène, work experience follow-up development for the Fontaine Research Institute Stabilization Mechanism Project, logistics supplier. Dude, is this a world quest? Supplier from the Fontaine Film Festival, personal strengths, good sense of teamwork, plus willingness to take on menial or difficult tasks. I'm tough enough to handle any amount of overtime and can bear with half a day of even 7 days of work. Salary expectations, grateful for basic. No, I can grateful for basic. I couldn't scroll. I wish I could scroll a bit more, discover a bit more. This would be fun. This would be a vibe. There she is, hired. Once you hire them from this board, they get teleported in.
Employee is really getting into their role.
I'm wishing them success on the job. I'll be monitoring. No, I won't be monitoring nothing. I believe in them.
You're both doing great. You sound more like bosses than I do.
Call me boss.
In any
Chief.
case, with this,
It's my new
the
role.
Chevalmoran Film Fantasyland is now officially open.
Woo, we have one stand.
Running a
Let's
theme
go.
park is a long-term project.
Yes,
You won't make much if you try and rush it.
you're right.
We're just about done with our current work
Surely
setup,
this stays forever
so
then.
let's take a short break and wait for this cycle's revenue report to come in.
Okay, maybe I can go and talk to Kinich in the meantime. End the current operation cycle. Ooh, in my little office over here. Yo.
Well, this cycle of operation sure got us off to a good start.
You're right.
On to the next one.
Well, you see, as a good boss, I'm gonna show some interest right now in my workers. Hélène, ça va bien? Hello, do you have a request for me? I thought you'd said you were like really... Not really. This is you were really, you know, take care of your mental well-being and enjoy your work. Hey, is that all? There's no 100-page set of requirements? Looks like I finally got a break. A nice, easy assignment. Although at most, it might keep me busy for a couple months. If only I could work here forever. It's okay, Hélène. I believe in you. You relax. Well, do your work, but you relax in the meantime, too. Enter the next cycle. Ooh, what a spike, bro. We're naturals when it comes to raking in the dough. We make perfect money-making duo. Ciclo dos. I didn't even get all my action point. I didn't even use all my action.
Well, the numbers might not look that impressive, but given that we're just getting the ball rolling, I'd say that wasn't a bad start.
It was a decent start.
Building on this momentum, we
That was
must
also the only
consider
thing I could
rolling
do.
out more unique business strategies during the next cycle. To draw in the crowds, I've invited one of Fontaine's very own celebrity chefs, my good friend Escoffier. She'll be performing right here in the amusement park's restaurant. On that note, let's go catch up with her.
Okay.
So, is the restaurant part of our business strategy too? There are so many layers to this operation.
Yep. That there are. Hello. I'm not gonna act like we only just met because we talked before.
The restaurant is up to standard, and the waterside location will make for a unique dining experience.
Waterside location.
The beautiful scenic reflections in the water create a stunning backdrop, lifting diners' spirits and allowing them to truly savor their meals.
I can't tell, man. I don't get
Ingredients, check. Cooking utensils, check.
Check.
Looks like we're ready to rumble.
Hey there, Escoffier.
it. Hey there, bud.
My employers are here.
Hello.
The president of the Spina di Rosula, plus the famous traveler and Paimon. I must say, you seem a bit overqualified to be running a film-themed amusement park.
No.
I'd say that if anyone here was overqualified, it would be the former head chef of the Hotel de Boer.
Guys,
Wherever you
we're
walk,
all doing it
the aroma
for the
of
fam.
fine cuisine follows in your wake.
Let's get back to business.
I did not expect her to get embarrassed at all.
I'm guessing you want
Actually.
the traveler to help me decide the theme dish for each cycle.
Theme
right?
dish?
This is the business strategy I mentioned earlier. Using Escoffier's top-tier dishes to attract more visitors to the park.
Yes.
But this isn't just about attracting visitors. Her culinary masterpieces will surely have other surprising effects.
You're right.
Just imagine, Paimon, if all you needed was a single ticket to enjoy all the attractions and taste all the legendary food, wouldn't you be tempted?
What is this smirk? What is this smirk? Navia, what's going on with you? What has happened since I left Fontaine?
Then Paimon come every single day.
Do you do annual passes? I'd find a way to live here.
Now, here's the twist. To get the most out of this strategy, the menu can't be made public.
Okay.
Based on research by a certain food branding consultant, many restaurants have started offering a special
Yeah.
chef surprise dish.
Yeah.
So give me some inspiration every few business cycles, and I'll decide on our next theme dish.
And I'll decide. Okay.
Now then, give me your hand.
What? You're gonna read my future? My hand? I had no idea this could be physically transferred. Please massage it.
A warm and energetic feel.
Oh, God.
Your hands are calloused from wielding your sword, but still quite delicate.
My sword is my mouse.
When you grasp its hilt, it's
And
like
my
you're
bike.
holding the bow of a violin.
Wow.
A sword, then. The theme this time shall be strength.
Strength. Okay. Yeah.
All right,
I like that.
let's find out what strength looks like in gastronomical form.
Spice. Power-packed barbecue ribs. Oh, that's so cute. Look at her. She's a little dance. Okay, sorry. 30% next time you upgrade any attraction. Okay. Confirm dish. I feel so ribbed. I feel so ribbed with these power-packed
I've
ribs.
refined the sauce for these barbecue ribs. It's a richer flavor than the classic version, but not at all greasy.
Wow.
The mint extract in the seasoning leaves a refreshing aftertaste.
I don't like that.
Perfect for indulging yourself after a fun-filled day.
I'm not fond of like mint after like steak.
But if you ask me, I'd say the artisans need these more than the guests.
Yes.
The artisans?
The people that put the place together.
As I'm sure you've noticed, this park isn't quite finished. A serving of these barbecue ribs should help the artisans replenish their strength much more quickly. As their bosses, you have an obligation to provide meals for them.
Quit coaching me
So
around.
why
I'm
not
your
invite them
boss
to dine
too.
here?
As your boss, I order you to stop bossing me around.
Who knows? The morale boost might even improve their productivity.
I understand. I read the passive of your dish, okay? You're a magician.
Oh? If I recall correctly, you once served up some special fish and chips for the porters over at the Fleuve Cendra.
Fleuve Cendra. Guys, you have Fleuve Cendra. Come on, I believe in you in this
For
one.
several days after, the workers were all incredibly
They get less
efficient.
seasick from fish and
They'd
chips.
finish 8 hours of work in just 5. And then, because they clocked out early, they'd come back completely refreshed the next day.
That's kind of banger.
Then there's no time to lose. Go invite the artisans over while these ribs are still hot.
Still
I'll
hot.
prepare some side dishes and desserts too.
I like it. I like the accent. I have just no idea what it's from.
That's a great idea!
I cannot
You
point
really live up
it
to your reputation, Escoffier. Looks like these themed dishes are gonna make a huge difference after all. We'll have to make sure we check in with you regularly.
Yes, I understand. Manager Paimon, my god.
The artisans are pumped and ready to roll thanks to that themed dish.
Are they?
And perfect timing, too. Let's take this chance to take
I
the
don't see a
facilities
soul.
of our eclectic escapades to the next
we-
level.
I wish there was some dude sitting here.
That unique aroma. I wonder how you'll inspire my cooking this time.
What's it like working here, dude?
I'd say it's quite similar to working at the tavern in the Fleuve Cendra.
Fleuve Cendra.
There's something special about seeing diners' faces light up when they taste your food. You don't get that working in the closed-off kitchen in a grand hotel.
Mm-hmm.
If something like this comes up again, just call me. Don't worry, we know each other. No commission fee
Wow.
needed. I won't take a single mora.
I left her blocked the entire. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Well, I appreciate that, even though we don't really know each other
unique
that
aroma.
well.
All right then, I'll just go with the flow. It's about time for a fresh new flavor.
Oh, is it? No, it's not. Psych! Fucking destroyed, dude. I didn't want to know nothing new. Upgrade your facilities. Oh, you do that at the boat.
Now that everything's going smoothly, it's about time we upgraded our facilities.
You're right. It is about that time. Milady, I don't know what you're doing here, what kind of work you actually do, but, you know, I'm gonna upgrade it. Boom. Which means you probably get a pay raise. Boom. Which you've done nothing for. It's okay. Visitor volume, 10 people more. Bum. Increase in 50% already. Ticket price, bum. Up. Because we need infinite growth. Because that's the
We should be
system.
able to attract more customers by
6
upgrading
out of 9.
the stall, don't you
Nice.
think?
Yes, I think so.
That's right. Based on my business experience with the Spina di Rosula, I've quantified the service value to help you intuitively understand how satisfied customers are with each stall.
Thank you. It's so intuitive. The bar gets bigger, the smiley gets happier. I understand.
An attraction will reach its ideal revenue only when its service value meets customer expectations.
Yes.
As we improve and expand our facilities, expectations will also increase accordingly.
Of course.
When that happens, we can deploy more capable employees
I'm
or
not
invest
firing
funds in
her.
training to enhance our employees' skills.
Bro, she was so happy to be here. Train staff. Oh, there you go. I'd much rather train her. You're now capable. Congrats, Ilan. I'm very proud of you.
That should be everything.
Who hired the piano?
Looks like you've pretty much mastered how to run this park.
Who's managing our budget? I didn't pay no piano player.
Huh? Have we really?
I guess so.
Thinking about it, we have learned quite a lot, haven't we?
Just goes to show how well Navia's explained it. Couldn't have done it without your guidance.
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't say I taught you much. Your intuition's been guiding the way mostly.
Liar.
I imagine long-term operations sounded like a scary prospect the first time I mentioned it, huh?
Yes.
But don't let that scare you. Just break things
I'm
down into
scared.
smaller steps and tackle them one at a time. Even if you're not a genius or naturally gifted, you'll get it done in the end.
I hate that sentence.
Whoa, seeing your own progress has really got Paimon fired up! Actually, she's gonna jot your words of encouragement right down. From
Sure.
here on out, we'll be running the Ororon Film Fantasyland together. Let's make it a big success.
Yay! Ha! I assume that's the end of the tutorial. Quest completed. Okay, well, I think that was still pretty fun, right, to do. So I'm gonna leave that in the start part. But then I'll be doing all of this, chilling by myself. And what I'm thinking actually is that it might be 2 separate videos. So I don't know why I'm telling you this. You know, because you're watching one of the 2. This looks sick. Look at this. The little shape on the map. It looks sick. I hope this stays. It's not gonna, but I hope it stays. And just to commemorate that, I'm gonna teleport up here, and I'm gonna take some pickas from up there. Fly, my boy. Yay. It's very little flying time. That's the big downside about these Natlanese boys outside of Natlan. Batman standing on a ledge over here. I think I would prefer if this was Lumine, like from the square, from like Lumina Square, you know what I mean? You know what I Lumine? This guy is so hilarious, man. It's crazy how funny this guy is. So many puns, so little time to make them. Okay, I just want a cool picture. And now what I want to do... You know what they need to add? They need to add flight, and they need to add it badly. Because what I would find very fun...
Let's go.
Is to be able to get to these like cool thumbnail positions a lot easier. The amount of time I spend for thumbnails or intros, like I climbed up that thing for the last video, the Escoffier building, climbed all the way up there. No, what did I do? It's okay, no one on planet Earth will have a picture of this thing from here. I don't think a single soul, bro, I'm considered to be at the place. Kind of a banger. Bilumindo. Boom. Banger picture. Bang. Boom. Okay, now we must move on. Hey, hello.
Oh, man.
Where is Kuku? You're allowed to... Oh, you're not. He's flying, right. First of the month, man. Can't have that. Bro. Hey, bro. Bro.
Are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
Come on, man. Not for real, man.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Hey, bros.
Ororon and Ifa, what brings you to Fontaine?
Bro.
Huh? How come you're...
Bro.
Ah, I'm guessing Kinich is here because of that international smuggling case, right?
Bro, you're right.
I've heard quite a bit about that.
Yeah.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Actually, I know I was saying bro 9 times as a meme, but honestly, they are kind of the bros, and I think it's kind of cool.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
I like bromance.
Come on, Ifa.
Come on.
Huh?
What?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
You are a bit silly. He actually did cook you.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Anyway, back on topic.
Bah.
Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Wait! That's so me. That's so me, but...
Why, you're all here, of course.
Uh-huh.
For vegetables.
NPC looking ass on the right over there. That's so funny. Why is this picture hilarious? You got baited.
I'll go first. It's for the Ororon Film Fantasyland.
Ororon.
Wait, is that right?
Ororon Yamal.
It's Moran.
Ah, right. I
What
keep
is
stumbling
going on?
over that one.
Sorry, I've been watching too much football lately. Barcelona been out there.
Guess I owe Moran an apology, even if she's not here.
Hey, it's okay, dude.
Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natlan, which is why Ifa and I are here.
But Kuku though.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
Yes.
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time
Little bit of
traveling
shame.
so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Oh.
Even though it's your first time too.
Yeah, but he old.
Right. But they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Yeah. Oddly suspicious, isn't it? It's because you call everyone granny, bro. You're a baby.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
I'm jelly.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
I know.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
You're a baby.
In theory, nothing at all.
But in practice...
Guess I better start over. Hi, guys. My name's Ifa, and I just turned 5.
Nice to meet you, little bro.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is
I don't know,
anymore.
but I love this guy.
So, what about Kuku?
What about Kuku?
If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
You lost Kuku.
Ifa, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now, even without Kuku.
He's not worried about himself. He's worried about Kuku, you dum-dum.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kuku. Suffice it to say, Kuku's in big doo-doo.
Why does he talk like me? Why does he talk like me?
How so? He's so small,
Why?
and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself into?
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Yes.
Bro, you too?
Yeah, bro.
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox.
And Paimita.
So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute until tomorrow.
How do you do that so effectively?
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
So, yeah, I guess that's what flying objects do, hey?
Oh no, bro. Or rather...
You can't say
Did
bro.
Kuku
You're not part of the
get caught by
Brotherhood.
the guards for flying
Paimon,
around?
I'm sorry. You just completely killed my vibe. You're not part of the Brotherhood. What are you saying bro for? Get out of here.
If they had managed that, we'd
No,
at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kuku flew into that building next door.
Oh, I'll go
I
there.
wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak.
No.
Just like one of those cool crime movies.
I bet he's having macaron with the rest of the gang.
Which building?
Palais Mermonia.
That one?
Le Palais.
Yep, that's the one. Kuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while.
I get it. It's a gameplay reference.
As for Ifa, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Paimon could have this done within 2 seconds.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly?
You check the windows.
Kuku's got himself into a real mess here. Like a panicked animal running
Then
straight
quit
into its
yapping and
trap.
go after him,
It's
Paimon, if you're so
pretty
worried.
worrying.
No.
I'm
And you
starting
said
to
bro as
picture him
well.
flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about left, right, and center.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
If anyone can pull it off, it's Kuku. He's always been such an awesome Saurus.
Awesome.
I believe in him.
At least say Awesomosaurus, no? In other words, right now, in this building, there could be not one Awesomosaurus, but 2.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
I think they're talking about Nur, because Nur old as fuck. He kind of awesome, and he a dragon, so kind of a saurian, or what? I don't know what other Saurus is supposed to
Of
be.
course I'm for real. I'd
It's
never
gonna be
make
oh,
light of
right,
something like
moments,
that.
I know it, but
All right. Everyone's an awesome Saurus. Well, the human version.
it's kind of a twist on awesome sauce, which is a good term.
But our priority right now should be to go in there and check up on Kuku.
As it happens, Kinich and I were just headed to the Palais Mermonia for something else.
Leave it to us.
You sure?
Yeah?
Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
No worries, bro.
And if Kuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
You don't have the right to say that.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
I don't know either.
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to come find us.
He won't. Trust me.
I know the boy. He a flying boy.
Back when we first met Kuku in the wild and I begged you to take him under your wing, I never imagined you'd end up spoiling him rotten.
And I never imagined you'd be nagging me about it.
Oh, well, I definitely saw that coming.
Huh?
You're only 5 years old after all.
They have good dynamic. They have very good dynamic. They're very fun. I'm a huge Ifa fan. It might be my favorite dude in the game. He might be the best dude. He might just be the ultimate bro. Watch this.
Nothing new there? What's all that commotion?
Sorry.
Are they arguing in there?
Sorry. I'm just so fast, man. Sidine? Strange sounds coming from Monsieur Navia. Do you think we should go in there and check on him? Yeah, I'll go check on him. Knock, knock, Mr. Nerd. Knock, knock, Mr. Nut, Mr. Wriothesley. Kuku, my boy. Guys, be careful with Kuku. No way, bro. Kuku, a young Kukusaur and assistant to Ifa, who is also a Soro vet in his own right. He's responsible for listening to their Saurian patients and translating what they say. Allegedly, he has quite the understanding of human language and enjoys imitating Ifa's speech mannerisms. In any event, if you talk to him enough, he's sure to end up viewing you as his bro. Love this guy.
Did he say he came from Natlan?
Yes.
No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no.
Oh no, bro. For real now. Bro! Hey, buddy.
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know one another.
Yes. Of course. He's a bro. He's a bro of a bro. He's just a bro.
He's a friend. Yeah. A Saurian friend, let's say.
Why do I love this so much?
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner.
Yes.
Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Nivelet.
Monsieur.
For real?
For real? Were you pissed?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex?
And you? Why are you jiggly? What are you jiggly for?
I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
You can stay.
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kinich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial?
You're right.
I take it there's been a further development in the case.
Not really.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
Actually, we did figure out the shape of the gun in the box. Sorry, I had to manage the whole festival in the middle of this.
So you've met Nervalet before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
Yeah,
I've
Judge
seen
Judy.
his photo in the papers.
Oh.
But as for this other gentleman...
Hello. My big
Allow
bro.
me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the
fashionable.
case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, dude.
Pleasure to meet you.
Wow, that sounded just like me.
Right? The same voice, same accent, same depth of voice.
But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Yeah.
Oh wow, oh no.
Oh, he's heartbroken.
I believe he said, or rather, I suppose he meant, that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
I love this. I love that he's just talking to him like an adult, you know? He's like, I have to say though, Mr. Kuku, we will have to say that you cannot leak any of this. This will be of grave consequence if you do.
Sure thing, bro.
And now he's so happy again. Why is he so cute? This sounds a little bit strange, but they really are a great pair of awesomesauri.
Let us return to the matter at hand.
They are pretty awesomesauri.
Mr. Kinich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Kinich tells Nur and Wriothesley about the Lepine-Pauline finding the gun. About her. Nur makes inquiries with the relevant personnel and sure enough, they locate the box and the gun that Lepine-Pauline spoke of. What do you mean, sure enough?
Wow.
Isn't that logical?
It really is exactly like Lepine-Pauline's sketch. It must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
Yes, this is an oddly suspicious thing. There's so many of these in Natlan Explorer.
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
No one could have taken something from Natlan other than the Natlanese. Surely.
Mr. Kinich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee Phantom to investigate right away. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Wriothesley.
Wriothesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request.
Yes.
Don't you worry.
You do that.
That would be much appreciated.
Thank you, my boy.
It's lucky that the
They should
Palais
call it a bro,
Mermonia
I
wasn't
feel.
scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this gun's lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
Great.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being.
Fontaine.
If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
Same.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lepine-Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Yes.
Marvelous. Thank you all.
Marvelous.
Well then, all that's left is to...
Yes. Return Kuku. No way, bro.
You miss me, bro?
Aw.
He really does come out with the most unexpected things.
But he's so cute though, no?
Who did he learn it all from?
Ifa, a bro, a couple of top bros from Nutland.
Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Right?
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kuku qualifies as a flying object.
I find it so funny that there's 15 billion things in this world that speak fluently, but then there's one bird that goes, all right, bro. It's like a parrot that repeats some shit, and people are like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I know the sky split apart and lightning fell from it, and then the abyss surged from the underground and pus bubbles spawned everywhere. But the craziest thing I've seen today is this speaking bird.
And, following on from our conversation just now,
How?
he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Run, Kuku, run!
Drafting said
fly!
agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kuku. Excited?
Yes, bro. I can help pass a message on to his friends. I mean, his bros.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
Of course. Of course. Don't mention it.
All right then, we better get going. No need to see us off.
Bye-bye. Yo, okay, Kuku. Open it up and take a look. Whoa! Stash away for now. Open it up. Stash away. Open it up. Stash away. Open up. Stash away. Fuck.
I know you mentioned a while back that
He's
people
so
from
happy, he's so
Nadland would
sparkly.
soon start showing up all over the world. But I hadn't expected anything like this.
Right.
It seems no matter where
So
they come
Nur
from,
has been
all
keeping an eye
dragons
on the
are inquisitive
situation.
by nature.
You can say that again, bro.
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kuku, was it not?
Yes.
Guilty as charged. Nothing gets past you.
The bros.
So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
He's looking at Kuku. Look at the bubble. That's so funny. Alright, look at it. Close it. Open it. Close it. Plenty of evidence in here, boys. Don't pull out the sparks. I want you to look at the gun. Ah, yes. Okay, goodbye then. Goodbye then. Tell Ororon and Ifa what's been going on. No way, bro. That's crazy, bro. Oh, look, they removed the dudes that were excess, and they added back the open world dudes instead of my talking dudes from earlier. Bros? Kuku is completely fine. He's made some new bros.
Ororon, Ifa, we found Kuku.
Yes, and he was chillin'.
What's the situation? How bad is it?
Severely injured. There is some good news and some bad news. Which one do you want first?
Oh no.
I know. It's okay. Take a deep breath, take a seat. This won't be easy. This won't be easy.
When I saw that Kuku wasn't with you, I'd already prepared myself for the worst.
He's already sobbing.
Relax, Ifa. Maybe Kuku just prefers high-rise living now.
Yeah, he doesn't like your primitive ways anymore.
Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in
But
life.
he's only 5.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
Kuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
That's all the good news.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
Okay, even had an interesting chat with some veritable VIPs.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
He is a culprit.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad.
It's actually pretty good.
Kuku accidentally overheard some top secret
Accidentally.
stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Mermonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But
Kuku would
there's no
never
need to
leave.
worry. The person in charge of looking after Kuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
You'll just have to wait a little bit.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kuku actually gets out.
Perfect.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You know what will happen? CelestiO will fly over Fontaine in the first 3 days of the month. They'll be like, get him! And they'll start the war. That'll be it.
Disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Ororon and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Okay, j'arrive. Alright, bro.
Yay, problem solved! Alright, let's catch up another day.
Paimon's also like, get us out of here. Bum! Act 1 complete. An overnight Kuku. A series of twists and turns. Wait until the day after tomorrow at the Hotel de Boer. I'm just gonna wait 2 full days. And it'll be a little something. It'll be a little something. Hello? It's not the right time of day.
It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should be over by now.
Okay, let's go.
Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kuku's doing.
Boom.
The deployment of guards at all times.
Okay, Plessia. I don't remember asking, bro. Oh god, I've been broified. That was an unintentional bro, that one. That one wasn't even like me role-playing. How fun is this guy? Hello, team. Kuku, how you doing, little buddy? Did they feed you good food?
Hey everyone,
He's never gonna want to eat bird seeds anymore. He's used to crème glacée, foie gras, and crème brûlée, and what's a macaron and fish and chips? Yes.
Oh, hey, my little dudes. Good morning.
My little dudes. Good morning, little dude.
Oh, wow. Kuku's learned a new greeting.
Wait, you guys are from the dude clan?
Is that good news or bad news, though?
No, that's great. That's great.
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Oh, that's super great.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time?
Yeah, it's fun.
Get out of here.
I think that means no.
Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside.
Get out of here.
Please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Why is this bird so cute?
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kuku's not the only one that Mr. Wriothesley's been getting to talk.
Okay.
I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
Very nice bridge, buddy.
It was nothing.
You guys
These
should add buddy
weren't exactly
with bro,
tough
dude, and
nuts to
buddy.
crack.
Yeah, and nuts.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natland. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler.
Sure.
Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat.
Okay.
The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics.
Sure.
But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard. And ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
Fontaine. And the other two dudes? They just happened to be here. A series of twists and turns, Whirling Waltz Act 2. Someone close this box. A how? I'm a how? Tell me I'm flying around as cool a how?
Boss, do we know if those Fontainians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
Kanaka.
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natland's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
He's right, though.
That's right.
It is all new.
So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie.
Yeah,
Just
stop
do your
it,
job
rookie.
And keep an eye on the goods.
Yeah, keep an eye on the goods, rookie.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business?
They're scammers.
Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant.
True.
Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer?
Perchance?
Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
Oh no, please no. Please not an actual sneak moment. Oh, I'm so dookie at this.
Nice thinking, boss.
Nice
this
thinking,
tourist
bro.
tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been...
Come on, keep talking.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster, but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Well said, boss.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare?
Yes.
And why would they need to transport it with such care?
I don't know, dude.
Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan?
Yes.
I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
Yes. We must dive then. Try throwing rocks in the direction away from the cargo? Yeah. Yeet! Yeet! I mean, yeet! Go away, Bow Blacks! Idiot head. Go over there. I broke the frickin' bush. Oh my god! Holy shit! Surprise!
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box.
Yes.
It's illegal to smuggle such items outside Natlan.
It is illegal. Hey! You're breaking the law.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it.
You're
Sounds
abroad.
like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing,
Kanaka
or that
will turn
something's
around,
gonna
guys.
go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign
Kanaka
tourists
will
come traveling
backstab
to
them.
Fontaine.
And be
I
our
bet
buddy
their luggage is
at the
full
end.
of all kinds of weird stuff.
Yes.
If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look
Legalese,
all they
nice.
want.
Nice.
Aha.
You got him.
So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all.
I eavesdropped. I heard all of it. I had my burst. I
Looks
saw
like
it.
I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security.
But we got caught and now we need to escape. Kahul ahow! Kahul ahow.
So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontainian guards about my suspicions.
Yeah.
After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Yes.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Good job, Kinich.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now.
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
Hey, that's only natural. Don't worry about it. There's this one little Melusine girl that always is there.
Yeah, Kinich, you did great.
In other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear.
Sounds like Mr. Kuku wants to chime in?
Yes.
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
Yes, well said. Why does it look like he's been crying all night? His eyes look all red.
It's a good observation. I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
The gun. Yes, it came from ancient Natlanese dragon ruins. This is a relic left behind by Natlan's ancient dragon civilization, a genuine antique, so it must be of great value. But also, do not forget that a genuine treasure lost by the roadside, yet it remains unreported and unclaimed. Also, the box was buried amidst junk. Doesn't seem like an accident. No, someone's left it there on purpose. Is it perhaps bait? Why would someone just leave such a valuable antique on the middle of the room? Nowhere. Was there a plan for someone to come pick it up? We must conclude that was bait.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
It's a bomb. Guys, we have a bomb in the office.
Has something sprung to mind?
Oh no, bro!
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Gretzi, it's not the time for this.
Huh? Oh wow, no way, bro.
Hold on, let me explain. Just now,
Love
the
you,
traveler
elaborate.
speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose.
Yes.
As if the intention was for someone to come pick it up.
Yes.
That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases.
Yes.
When they demand their ransom, The kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
You remember when he says, "What's in the box?" Remember that?
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life.
You would almost say they're inspired.
In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Yes, exactly.
Sounds plausible.
Yep.
Wait.
Whoa,
This raises the stakes to a whole new level.
Yes.
If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so
We're on the list.
does that mean they executed the hostage?
And they're gonna execute us next, Paimon. We are dead.
I agree. I don't
See?
believe we have a kidnapping on our hands.
Oh.
Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash.
Yeah.
Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun?
Yeah.
It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
Sure. About the seller. What we gotta think about the seller? The gun was placed in a locket box and hidden away. Clearly the seller wanted to keep their identity a secret. But also, after receiving the instructions, the buyer would have gone to the designated spot with the money to pick up the goods to ensure they actually got paid. The seller would likely have been watching the buyer. And about the goods? Before the buyer could show up, Lepine-Pauline found the goods by chance while setting up the event venue. About the transaction. Due to the unexpected arrival of the film Fantasyland, the deal had to be called off. Very obvious.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through.
Yes.
The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight.
That's the magic of Fontaine, baby.
Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there.
Yes, the gods.
I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
Great job, Lepine-Pauline.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
It's
Looks
confirmed.
like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice.
Yeah.
The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads.
Sure.
And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway.
Okay.
All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Well said.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may as well write it myself.
Ooh.
Delegating this to someone else would require
The big
an additional
Awesomosaurus is getting involved.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
That definitely too.
Is that really a major concern here?
Yes.
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
Great, I can leave.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
Yes.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
That's sweet.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kinich.
Very fluent too.
Speaking of pets...
Yes. You want to keep him, don't you?
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object.
Really?
As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he so pleases.
Aw.
You're the best, bro.
You are the best.
Oh, that really is good news. Travelers, should we bring Kuku back to Ifa and Ororon?
Yes.
I shall leave him in your capable hands.
Let's keep in touch, Nur.
Indeed.
My beautiful boy. Nur of the Ville.
You know, all this has made me realize that I'd quite like to have a pet.
I knew it. He gave that vibe from moment one.
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
That'd be great for him.
That actually sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment.
True.
But now...
This might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine.
That's sick.
Really? How about
He's
this?
so shocked.
You
It's like
read through
Animal
your
Crossing
documents from
reaction.
start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
Yo, these guys are actually bros. The dudes. I love that for them. A little bit jealous of Wriothesley. I would not mind an advantage to be able to purchase a house in the middle of Fontaine. That'd be insane. I would take that deal right now. I would actually take that deal right this instant. I've been thinking about moving, but it's so difficult to pick. I like the peace and quiet, but also there's something as too much peace and quiet. So I don't really know. And I see like a town like Fontaine, or a city perhaps like Fontaine, doesn't exist. You would have, I guess, a little town perhaps. Oh, this is what it keeps popping up, that argument thing. It might be Escoffier's personal quest. Hello, bros.
How?
How?
What? What now?
Give me your paw.
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich!
Bum. Ooh, he missed. He sucks.
Oh, nice dodge.
That was a good dodge. He's in
Paimon
shock.
feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance.
No, this is fun.
Did you miss me, bro?
Hello, bro.
Kuku, you're free!
I love them.
Ugh, not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
You're not talking about Kuku, right? You're talking about Kinich.
Hey, other granny.
Shut
And
up.
Hey, Paimon
Actually,
and
shut up.
Kinich. It's good to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kuku back.
Get it away! Get it away from me! Nice to meet you, bro.
What, you're scared of Kuku?
Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face. I dare you.
Say bro, say bro. Kuku, say bro, I believe in you.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet. Let's go find
Maybe
something to
he's hangry.
eat while a How lives his best life.
Sounds good to me.
Poor Hal. He spent all day being tormented by Ororon, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Maybe it deserved.
Ifa, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
Right?
Even hear yourself? Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kuku got out of jail?
No, no one cares. And Mr. Racket, you briefly explain what happened with Kuku, Ifa, and Ororon. Or, yeah. Yeah, sure. Hearing that Kuku now has permission to move around freely, Ahao's face goes even redder than before.
Don't lose hope, Ahao. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now, too. You're still in the game?
You're still in the game, bro?
Same standard?
Cheer
I
up,
will
bro.
not be held to the same standard as that thing!
Put some respect on Kuku.
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits
Yes.
before they grant you freedom of movement.
Cooked. My boy.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again?
No,
I'm gonna
no,
march that
no.
little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
Hey, well, that's actually messed up.
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
True.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
You don't know that.
Anyway, thanks for looking after Ahao, guys. I'll take over from here.
Why you?
One Kuku delivered as promised. Looks like we've managed to swap Saurians too.
Between the two, Kuku wins the cuteness competition hands down.
Easily. Getting picky now, huh? Paimon wins my cute. No, not at all. Kuku way cuter than Paimon. What?
Really?
No.
Hey!
I voted option 1.
Wait, who are the other contestants, though?
Well, Kuku not, because you would win. I'll be honest.
So now that our crew's back together again, what's our next move?
Food.
Oh, how about a game of rock, paper, scissors?
Always rock first.
No chance. If I lose, we'll end up stuck in the room watching films all over again.
The Room.
Nope. This time, we'll only watch a film if I lose instead.
Okay, then go scissors.
Had enough too, huh?
For real now? Come on, bro.
Can we just ditch this whole leaving it all to chance thing?
I agree.
Why don't we take our fate into our own hands?
I agree. I like that as a
Aren't
whole.
we doing that already? Rock, paper, scissors uses our hands.
This guy's actually 10. Stop.
Don't know why you're laughing. You're stuck with paper every time.
Oh, you got cooked, Kuku. You got actually destroyed because you got little wings. Buddy, you can't even do rock. Ifa has no chill when it comes to Kuku. I respect it. You can't even do rock. You can't even do scissor.
Lost and found notice is up.
Nothing like a good giggle.
Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia to see if anyone shows up to claim it.
Yes. It was a good tech to try and bait this dude in with the lost and found. Yes, hello? I may have lost my gun here. What if I just fakey it? I'm gonna act like I'm the one that comes to claim it. And then the dude who is actually from is gonna be like, hey, wait a minute, that's mine. And then we'll have him. We'll have him in the bag. Flying object on the way. I keep walking this long walk. Open the box. Is it still in there?
Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Yes.
Ah, hello, you two.
Hey, bud.
Have there been any developments?
I miss Kuku.
Okay, guess not.
It's gone. Look, open the box.
Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
Special Patrol, open up.
Special Patrol.
Who's there? What's going on? The Special Patrol?
I don't think that's who this is.
Nah, someone's knocking at the door. Please, anything but the Special Patrol.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes. Let's go check it out.
It's just these merchants again. A guard from the Palais Mermonia carefully opens the door and a familiar figure walks in.
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts and uncles.
This guy needs to get jailed.
What in the Tevat are you doing here, Ororon?
What in the Tevat? I like that. I'm gonna steal that. What in Tevat?
Oh.
What
must
the
be the one
Tevat?
you mentioned. Kuku's owner?
No.
One of his owners. Kind of.
No, not even.
But, bro, what are you doing here?
Bro.
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Can't tell if he's being deadpan or deadly serious.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
No.
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
Get him! Oh, my Fontaine squad is making... You're giving me so much relief from all this. I apologize for my grandson bursting in like this. With the stupid pleading hands.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door-knocking etiquette?
Yes.
That's how they do it in all the films.
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job. Completely different things.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry, to show the people inside you had something important to discuss.
Right.
Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one
No,
up.
it's okay.
Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
Please. No need. Business.
So, Ororon, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, so basically...
Oh my god. Ororon carefully describes the lost items he's come to claim. From the side of the box to the gun itself, everything matches.
For real now? Oh, come on, bro.
Is arresting my dear grandson what it's come to?
Ororon, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
No, it belongs to a friend.
Ifa.
So it belongs to Ifa?
Of course not.
Damn it.
Ifa has his own gun.
Who's the friend? Tell us the truth. You're gonna have to arrest you for real.
All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well. So here's what went down. This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the court of Fontaine's famous landmarks. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help.
Hello, help.
He said that he had lost something.
I've lost something.
And that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia.
Someone found it and sent it to Palais Mermonia.
But apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers. So he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
Claim on my behalf, please.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
Surely, but he knows he's fake.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
Yeah, you don't have that gene.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
Yes, at least I assume so. He looked like a well-dressed gentleman to me.
He doesn't have ripped pants like me.
We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Yes.
Oh no. Ororon, Paimon thinks you've been tricked.
He was the bad
This
guy.
person might be in cahoots with the bad guys.
He wasn't. It was him,
maybe
no?
he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
No way. I'm not that dumb.
He has a tracker on you.
Huh?
Huh? An audio listener. Maybe we caught him a little bit.
He's not going anywhere. Ifa and Kuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Big.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
Nicely done, bro.
In that case,
See, I like it more. Call him bro.
Ifa is. Time to catch that con man and find out what's really going on here.
Catch him.
Wait a minute. I have a question first.
Another one.
Traveler, Paimon. You're pretty famous in Natland, right?
Yeah, I'd say I'm a top 1%er, yeah.
Oh, we're basically a household names. But why do you ask?
Yeah, I have a painting on the wall. Well, not just us. Kinich, Ororon, and Ifa too. Yeah.
Would that be a problem?
Yes.
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
Yes.
If so, then picking Ororon to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Ororon to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves.
I was gonna say it.
There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich, oh, and of course, Monsieur Nivelet too,
Monsieur Nivelet.
Stay here for the time being.
Yes.
We'll empty the box, give it to Ororon, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened.
Sure.
I'll follow to check if anyone is watching.
Okay.
I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
There's no way. Being low-key has its advantages.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So, I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
Bro. Roger. 07. Sir, yes, sir. Understood. Bro to bro coordination. Bro ordination, am I right? I see Ororon walking away. I see nothing. I see nothing.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Ororon has entered the elevator.
Morning shadow boxing routine.
I'll head over to the plaza now.
This is how we do it here. Yeet! I don't want to take a swim. This is the morning routine, right? See, every morning, this exact path. Jumps over here. Perfect over the ledge. Boom. Combat roll into the bush. 360 into the flower bush. Combat roll again. And we're here. Sometimes look at the advertisement board. Ooh, a magic show. Haven't been to that one yet. Okay. And then we can move. Was there a man role-playing death over here? Ah, help! Get him, Kuku! Peck his head. Not suspicious Natlandese box at all or anything.
Nothing suspicious going on here either.
Or is there?
Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
I don't think so, dude. Oh dear, oh dear.
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking!
Argento.
Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of yours under control.
What is this gem?
The heck are you on about?
Whoa! Yo! Giga Kuku! He's sick! That's awesome.
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
Neither am I.
What the? This thing has a job? So in Natland, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
Any old thing. Kuku, get his ass.
Uh-oh. Kuku's not too big on being called a thing either.
Yep.
You're on your own now.
Kill him.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kuku. Master Kuku. Lord Kuku. I meant no offense, I promise.
All right, Kuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Sure thing, bro.
Ororon actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier?
He's kind of fitty on this. I honestly don't. I can't understand him.
Interesting. Think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
Yeah.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after all.
Yes.
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
After all.
So I got it. But I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
This dude. Huh? It's mine now.
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
He's like, oh, this was not part of the plan.
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
Apparently.
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Yeah.
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
That is the movie scenario.
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
Bro is freaking
You're probably
out.
right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say.
Guys, in
Sorry, this
Fontaine,
is
you don't
the most
speak
myself
this out
I
loud.
can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More than enough.
Thank God. He has enough proof, man.
Who's this dude?
It's the dude.
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing. Truthful answers appreciated, of course.
Of course.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
This guy's toast.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
Wow, you're really not making this difficult on yourself at all.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story from the beginning.
And don't leave in any details.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare
Fake.
antique, I couldn't resist.
It's already fake.
I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods. As for the seller of this particular item, well, I've never met him in person. We've had some prior dealings,
Classic
but always
Fontaine
under the
moment.
cover of coded ads in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing. As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slipped some mora into the envelope before submitting the ad, it would get published. And that was that. No fuss, no trace. Simple, right?
Sure.
Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole construction crew at work.
But why did this have to all be illegal? It's because it's smuggled? 'Cause they just want to avoid paying like taxes going from Fontaine to or not to Fontaine? Is that the only reason they're smuggling this?
That was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Right.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price.
Okay.
Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Yes.
Feeling smug now, are we?
I was gonna say, you're not really in a position to like flex.
Feeling smug now, are we?
No, please go easy on me.
Get him, Kuku.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it.
Sure.
And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so I'm so very sorry. I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct?
Right.
And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you just split afterwards?
Well, he did say they had business before.
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live.
Oh. That's threatening.
Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want to double-cross.
Sorry, I had to get another fly. But I got it, though.
Fair. That makes sense.
Yep, I agree.
So, Mr.
Man guy.
Please, just call me Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento.
Argento.
Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
That's in jail, if you didn't know.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films?
Yeah, he's gonna put his head in the fountain until he says the truth, and he'll give him like a little bit of air in between so he can breathe and then think of the answer. Like, so where is it? Huh? Who's the culprit? And he's gonna push him in. It's the guy. Okay, sorry.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontainian Sea.
Yeah, that one.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case.
Oof.
A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage. But on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay. Do I really?
Yes.
Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal.
Yep.
Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot.
I want in.
If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Capiche?
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it.
I'm fast.
The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety. All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now.
All right, spicy.
As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
Right.
Such a hassle, bro.
And he knows. He's been through it.
See? Mr. Kuku knows exactly where I'm coming from.
I love that they're saying Mr. Kuku.
So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
Yes?
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us.
Diddly doo-doo.
Out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut, or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes.
Yeah, well spoken with the Italian accent, man.
In that case, I understand completely.
I understand completely, boss.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest. Then it's settled. Thanks for your help.
Thanks. I will see you now. They're just leaving.
Boy, am I
Kuku with the 360, you see that?
That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
Bye. Bye-sley. More like, instead of rightsley. Like goodbye, you know? Because he's leaving. And so are we. So is everyone, really. Load me in, please. I'm running out of things to repeat.
Wriothesley's back!
Hey!
Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
At the end, in the end. Wriothesley recounts what happens. It all makes sense, but somehow it feels like Wriothesley is glossed over the bro talk. No.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction.
We just heard this, yes.
Then we plan our next move.
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting. I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
time is the only answer.
Or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit, he could have walked away as soon as the contraband was brought to the Palais Mermonia.
True.
On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along.
True.
So, if you ask me,
Jesus, Wriothesley.
He seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. I almost get the feeling that if he misses out on this opportunity, he won't have any other way of making money.
Okay.
His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel.
He's a gambler.
Hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to.
A gambler.
Or, I don't know. Maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air.
I'm just filling the air, man. Yeah.
At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been for nothing.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
You're right.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Marechaussee Phantom on the situation.
Great.
As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay.
Great job, bro.
When that time comes, we will be relying on your help.
Of course.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
Oh, Act 2 complete. Bring me the last day, the final day, the conclusion of this wonderful quest so far. Who is smuggling these things? And why does it matter so much? We don't know. But tomorrow at 8 AM, we will. Good morning. I lied. It is another day. This time, though. Good morning. I'm gonna wait. It's 3 minutes.
Novelette sent
There it
someone
is.
to contact us this morning.
Send
That
someone
must
to
mean there's
contact
been some progress. No time to waste. Let's head out.
Heading out. I was locked in this office anyway. There they are, the whole squad just standing outside, not suspicious at all or anything.
Hey, everyone. We're not late, are we?
I hope not.
No, you're just in time. Well rested, I trust.
Staying busy keeps you sharp.
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
Have you all started preparing?
We received word from Mr. Argento yesterday, confirming the time and location of the transaction.
Okay.
It'll take place this afternoon, and it turns out it'll be somewhere we all know pretty well, too. The film Fantasyland restaurant.
Great, I'll get to see Navia again.
Oh, really? Huh. He sure does like that place.
But...
Seems like you share our concerns, Traveler.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of dudes.
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging than in an open area.
Yeah.
The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd, or even escape by taking hostages.
He wouldn't dare. He's
In
just a
light of
smuggler,
this,
he's
we've
not
had
a
to make
murderer.
additional
Surely.
preparations. As soon as we received the news yesterday, we began coordinating with the Marechaussee Phantom and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents on site. If things go south, the safety of the civilians will be our top priority.
Of course.
Of course, fingers crossed,
I said of
everything will
course.
go without a hitch.
I noticed a bunch of familiar faces from the previous case, like Captain
Chevreuse.
Chevreuse of the Special Patrol.
Chevreuse.
So
We'll trust your instincts
sorry.
then. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also been in communication with Miss Lepine-Pauline and Miss Navia.
Navia.
The Spina di Rosula will provide support within a controlled scope, so there's no need to worry.
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier.
Okay. What do you mean? She doesn't want to serve criminals? This is what... oh, she wants to introduce a third chopping board.
It would be easy if it were that simple.
That'd be funny.
All right, no more jokes.
It was funny, though.
Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant to suffer any losses as a result of this operation.
That's fair enough.
But, well, I have a feeling things might not go quite as smoothly as she hopes.
Anything I can do?
To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place.
I agree.
It's caused you quite enough trouble already.
But that's
The
what people
Fontaine
always say.
authorities should be able to handle the rest from here. But still, I'm guessing you'd like to see how it all turns out.
I wouldn't mind a little cutscene.
Well then,
You know?
feel free to head down to the scene, but just stay alert and play it by ear. You won't necessarily have to do anything. Unless things go pear-shaped, of course.
You guys love the term pear-shaped over here.
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate to that point.
You're involved too?
Of course.
Okay.
There is still a lot of
Understood then.
unanswered questions, but our intel so far indicates that the culprit's from Natlan. Plus,
Natlan.
I'm already a witness in this case. Might as well see this thing through to the end.
That's the Kinich we know and love.
The group go on to discuss the specifics of the operation and things to watch out for. For once, the conversation goes surprisingly smoothly, perhaps because Aha and Kuku aren't present. It's just as well, really. Things could have gotten awkward if Aha showed up and started cursing out Never Yet.
Well, that's enough of the small talk.
That would have been interesting.
The operation's
Do you
scheduled
think it's
for the
intentional they
afternoon.
don't see each other all the time?
If we're quick enough, we'll even have time for a few cups of tea before we leave.
Big.
Oh, and let's grab something to eat too.
Big.
Can't work on an empty stomach, you know.
Won't you just be watching?
And rooting for you. It's a very important job.
Sure.
All right. I'll head over to the venue now.
All right.
Ahal's been harping on for days now about this event-exclusive meal he wants to try.
Right.
Guess I might as well shut him up sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
Price of every price. Get it. Act 3. Expensive. Head to the target location. That's a bit far, this one. This one I'll allow myself. I'll allow myself a quick teleportation.
This be getting livelier by the day.
Oh, Farina. I see Farina. Thanks, in part, surely, to the undercover agents. Yeah.
Traveler!
Here's the dude, as well. He was ordering food.
Paimon's getting kind of hungry.
Okay.
Let's go check out the restaurant menu, shall we?
Well, I want to go talk to my buddies. The guy with the case. That's got to be him. Of course it is. You just recognize him without the case, too. All right, it's business time. She's also a part of it. That tea is poisoned. And also, Alice is cooperating. Something just loaded. Yeah, I could tell. It was choppy. A play. An Atlantean man with one eye. Suspiciously tapping his foot. Looking around. Tapping the case. He noticed it. It's too light. Nope, I'm just gonna yoink it. Dunk. Hey, buddy.
Your friend thought you might be thirsty. Won't you stay and drink it?
the whole squad.
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
Why are you shaking, buddy? Oh, hello.
You're surrounded. Give up and
I love how this looks. Coins.
You lousy swine!
You lousy swine! You're making a mess in the restaurant.
Oh, look! A surprise performance! Wow! How lucky we are!
What are these voices?
After him!
Hey, the cartoon running sound effects. Rubber band. He fell.
Sorry, my guy.
My guy. Another one.
This boat's not going anywhere.
Yo, it's a new Silver Maloose. They're funny. Yo, he just smacked. This is so well done, by the way. Bum. Elite sniper. Yep. Kinich dift. Kahula how dift? By himself? Giga punch him. Oh no! Kuku wants the shine. He died like Team Rocket. He didn't die. Oh, and he's going for another round. Bro. Bravo! What an act! What a play!
All right, that's a wrap.
Wink. James Bond like. Oh, that's amazing. That was so good.
Unbelievable. You can't
Unbelievable.
just drag someone around like that.
Engoulevent.
Such blatant disregard for human life. I'm gonna sue the living daylights out of you.
Okay, you try and do that, bud.
Will you now? I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. Saved you some face at the very least.
Yeah.
As for whether you were
Idiot man.
facing up or down along the way, well, that was your decision, wasn't it?
Why, you...
Yes, of course. You're right, you caused me.
all right, I admit it. I was in the wrong. Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately needed the money.
The sad music. Don't. I don't believe this guy at
I was
all.
an expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too.
Until?
But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way. Fell in with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in gambling. We had some savings, but he drained them away like a waterfall.
Oh my god, but you educated him so poorly then.
Once he fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and intimidate him. I'm his father. How could I just stand by and watch him suffer like that?
You let him get addicted to this lifestyle. It's your fault, bro. And then you're like, I'm gonna go into crime to help him. Yeah, that's gonna help. That's a great idea.
Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like you. That's the only reason I needed the money. Please,
You should get that bird instead. So much life around here. I don't believe me either. Your emotional manipulation isn't working.
Please, kid, I'm begging you. Help me.
Are you part of the Brotherhood, perhaps?
I see you're from Natland too. That makes us brothers.
That's what,
please,
bro.
mercy.
That's what I'm saying.
I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out.
I'm saying that.
Only if I get back. If I go to prison now, he'll be doomed, I tell you, doomed.
Doomed.
And isn't standing together and fighting for a better future what families do?
Missed. Guys, I did not get the fly that time. Fuck. I mean, yeah, it kinda.
Our fate
but
is
you
in
should have
your
fixed
hands,
it.
young
You
man.
ruined his future.
Please, have a heart.
Don't. Do not. Mr. Kinich.
Something wrong, Kinich?
Where did you come from?
Gone soft, have we?
No, I don't think so.
I don't believe a word you say.
Good.
Wriothesley had you just about figured out.
Good.
You're a gambler. Pure and simple.
A gambler? Me? Nonsense! I told you, it's my son!
I'm so relieved.
First of all, are you really from Natlan?
No.
You've been
Name
keeping
one
tabs
tribe.
on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now. On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me?
True.
Spoken like a true Fontaine, if you ask me.
True.
What kind of logic is that?
We don't even have a court in Natlan.
I can explain. I actually grew up in...
In? Yeah?
I don't want to hear another word.
Cooked his ass.
How? Here's your chance. Shut someone else up for once.
Ooh.
The moment I've been waiting for.
Teamwork with these two is good.
Eat this, scumbag!
Bum! he did whatever.
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler.
Yeah.
I bet you're just a Fontainian pretending to be from Natlan.
Yeah.
Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you.
Yeah.
And you have your depraved ways to thank for that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Ooh!
I might be wrong.
Oh shit! She's getting beat up. Oh my god.
But does that matter?
Jesus!
I'm just here to arrest you. If you're looking for an advocate or a shoulder to cry on, you're out of luck.
Let me just peacefully talk about this while you're getting your ass absolutely demolished.
Besides, prying the truth out of you is exactly what your beloved courts are for. Isn't that right?
Na. Fluteman, play the solo while this guy's getting his ass beat. Na na da da da. Na 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 na. Sorry. That's right. Let's go, Chivreuse. I'm very sad you're not here. You're one of my faves. It's been a while, Mr. Kinich. The Special Patrol will take this colonel off your hands now.
Many thanks.
Please, I should be the one thanking you for all the help you've given us.
And me? What about me?
You just beat up a man.
So rude. You should be bowing down in gratitude to the almighty Dragon Lord.
Thank you, Almighty Dragon Lord. As you wish. My thanks to you, and also to Mr. Kuku for your show-stopping performances. No way, bro. Chevrita?
Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right there!
You okay, Kinich?
Don't worry.
Chevrita didn't say a word to
I'm
us.
fine.
She just dipped.
I wasn't the one who just got dragged all the way here.
You seemed a little upset just now.
Little Kinich, thinking back to when you
Kinich
were just an
backstory.
itty-bitty boy, Kinich, aren't ya? Aw, don't start crying like a little baby.
Hey, stop being
I am
mean.
the almighty Dragon Lord! No servant of mine will be seen acting so weak and pathetic in public.
I've learned now, it is showing strength that you don't care about crying in public.
What are you on about?
Bad, Ahal, bad.
Still, I suppose there's no point hiding it from you. To put it plainly, I can't stand gamblers.
Here's some backstory. My dad was a gambler.
They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world.
Well, the thing is...
No respect for the principle that you have to give in order to get.
But that's a lot of people in today's world. Maybe in everyday's world, but that's a lot of people. Very little people have principles. I was gonna say, I don't remember his backstory too well, but like this Ahal curse was kind of like a gamble that his parents took with him, no? Is that right?
They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin, deluding themselves into thinking they can use it to gamble their way to a vast fortune.
Yeah.
But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free,
Yep.
there's always an unseen cost.
There's nothing like a free lunch.
In the past, I also ended up paying a price
There
for
it
my
is.
father's gambling losses.
Yeah,
I don't want anyone else to end up in a similar situation if I can help it.
I get that.
Don't feel sorry for me.
I don't.
I certainly don't feel sorry for myself.
I'm just happy you're doing okay.
They say that people are shaped by their past. And since I've made it this far,
Exactly, my boy.
I must have done a lot of things right.
And you're part of the Brotherhood.
We should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others.
Oh, this is a great sentence. I love this sentence.
Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow.
You're a beast.
Like when I first learned to use a grappling hook.
Look at this! This is such a sick shot. What? Look at baby Kinich flying around. Give us chibi guy character. Look, they can look cool as hell. Look at them.
Or the very first time I yearned for knowledge.
I get that. That I actually get.
Yeah, I believe you.
This bird is drowning itself.
Let's get going. If we don't head back soon, we'll cause more unnecessary worry.
Sure. And the people that only want to see us with Shao will get jealous. I'm just saying, hey, boys, I'm back at business level 1 in the cycle, up and away. But there's so many dudes I want to talk to. You just sucked me into this. Insta cutscene. I'm going around this. I don't care. I'm pretty confident I saw a Furina. Furina. She was here. Am I blind? Ororon, Ifa. You're just copying Kuku.
In a good mood, I see.
Yep. Seeing my dear vegetables all settled in right where they belong brings me great joy.
That's actually I have had a garden before, like making like a bunch of tomatoes and stuff for restaurants cooking as well, and they taste better for one, but also it does give a lot of satisfaction.
You sound like a proud parent. I'm happy for you, bro.
Thanks, bro.
But given how where they belong is inside a cooking pot, that kind of fills me with dread at the same time.
No, where they belong is inside your tummy after you've loved eating them.
Nice to meet you, bro.
The heck are you on about? Does this really seem like a good time for nice to meet you?
Yeah.
I guess he's referring to the meeting of the vegetables in the pot.
You got it, bro.
Honestly, right now, I'm not sure if I should be worrying about your definition of nice to meet you or investigating whether you and Kuku share some kind of telepathic bond.
I think he means nice to meet you with EA, like meat. Chef?
That unique aroma. I wonder how you'll inspire my cooking this time.
You
It's
lied.
nothing. Just take care not to overwork yourself.
No, I said I was taking a break now officially, so I won't be. I won't be anymore. After 3 years, that's enough.
You've got this park off to a great start, partner.
Thanks.
The ball's really starting to roll, huh?
Nothing about the real situation though?
I can't wait to see how it'll all turn out. How exciting.
How lovely jubbly. Just incredible all this. Just like wonderful, just beautiful, just incredible, just wow. I didn't speak to Pauline.
Kinich, you're back.
Hello, team.
We just saw Chevro's taking the criminal away.
Yep.
She looked pretty pleased with herself.
It went pretty smooth.
So after so much running in circles, turns out he had no fight in him, huh?
Yep.
Guess running away was the only trick up his sleeve.
Well, he was never meant to show up as a person, you know? He was all doing everything from behind the scenes.
Oh, also, Wriothesley said to let you know that he's already left. He went to report back to the Palais Mermonia.
Okay, I'll go check that out at the end.
Apparently, the Marisho say Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation into illegal gambling activities.
Well, everything.
Sounds like they'll have
You know
their
what?
hands full.
You know what's shocking? Everyone's like slowly but surely they allowed gambling. Like it's all become legal because they realized how much money could be earned with it. But like sports gambling, gambling live streaming, gambling videos, gambling on ads, gambling all everywhere. It's just been allowed. This ethic, it's so funny too because I guess a gacha in a way is that too, in my opinion. I know people say it's different because there's guaranteed odds, right? After a certain amount, so it's more like a payment with a chance of getting it earlier. So it's not entirely gambling, but we're not headed in the right way sometimes.
Anyway, that's for the Palais to worry about. Not
No.
really our concern.
Sure. Judging by how fast the Duke took off, I'd say he was avoiding my camera. But I guess I'm used to that by now.
Hey,
it does happen all the time.
It's not like you to give up so easily, Charlotte.
It's fine. I got plenty of other great shots back there. More than enough for a front page spread. And no lies in this one. And on that note, this busy reporter needs to scoot. Those photos won't develop themselves.
Make sure you
Runs
get the
away.
best shots of Paimon. Oh,
No.
already gone. Hope she heard that.
She didn't. You can trust her judgment, Paimon. She's a professional photographer. I'm buying a photography camera very soon as a passion thing. Like I'm spending big on it, but I really want to. It'll be so fun.
But what took you all so long to get here? Did something happen?
Yes. How bonked his head and started crying. Kinich hit his head and stared crying. No. I'm bullying How if I have to bully one of the two.
What? Rumors and slander. When have I, the
I don't mind this guy, you know.
the whole
Sometimes he's a bit much, but
Sunk to such sniveling.
he's often just funny.
Often, actually.
See? Often funny. Anyway, what's next? Just enjoying the festival, no?
To be honest, I haven't decided yet.
Hang out with me.
At the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. And in any case, the court might need me to testify again.
Yeah.
Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably have to wait until the case is closed before I can return it to Natlan.
Maybe you should keep it here in a museum as like an ancient Natlanese artifact, and then you can bond the cultures a little bit.
So, I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little longer.
Sure. There's plenty of beaches there anyway. The price of every price. Whirling Waltz Act 3 complete. Banger quest. Super fun. Love Fontaine. Fontaine's just like broken, man. I love everything about this place every time. I can't believe we saw Farina hanging out there. I didn't get to talk to her? That's so messed up. Let trolls melt away when you're at the film festival. Yeah, celebrate with me later, dude. I'm busy. Okay, well, I thought maybe we could get something more from that. I'm gonna walk around, see if I can find Farina, but I don't think so. She was just on the dock for some reason and never to be seen again. I saw the squad. I saw the squad, which definitely means I think I can find a Wriothesley somewhere as well. Hello.
Earlier on, that lady with the pink hair took a picture of a How and Kuku together.
Didn't they look cute?
You sound a little disappointed. Were you hoping to be in it too?
He wanted one with the bros.
I was at first.
But
after seeing how awkward a How looked, I figured I wouldn't really fit in.
And you didn't think of sharing this any sooner? I'd have cuddled your neck and smiled for the camera!
Nice.
Anything to get out of being in the same frame as that thing!
Stop!
Really? Well, no worries, you still can. Come here, give us a hug.
Aww.
I hope your face is ready, because it's about to get flame roasted! I got your back, bro!
These guys are really good
Kinich,
dynamic. I
have you
really
thought
like
about
them.
Maybe ditching that little rascal? Leaving him here for good when you leave?
I have. But given that a How's also an old relic, that would probably count as international smuggling.
Got him.
I can't bring myself to knowingly break the law.
You guys all kind of like him, don't even lie.
Guess we all have our problems in life.
No, you guys secretly like this guy. I don't even care. And I understand it too. He is a chill... well, he's not chill per se. Give me that crap. He's not chill per se, but he is like funny at times. Imo. Let me see if I can find at the Palais Mermonia our good friend Nur and perhaps Wriothesley. I'll try this place and then I'll also try the Wriothesley's jail. Wriothesley's jailium. I don't have a lot of faith in them being here, but it would be cool. Yeah, no one here. No surprise. And then over yonder, Fortress de Meropide. Hello. Wriothesley. Yep, nothing to be seen here either. That's okay. I will just take over the prison for now. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching today. I had a lot of fun doing this event. It was super chill. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to catch you soon with some more. Alright, lots of love. Bye bye.